and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Miami Marlins. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today's starter, Ryan Weathers.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
All right, ready to go here. In half up to hit. That catches the zone for a strike. And this one is off and running. And ball one. Happ came up with 4 hits in his last game.
Ball 2.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty.
Whoa.
That's in there, and the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Stays alive. That's outside. Full count, 3-2.
2 strikes.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. Right through there for a strike. Suzuki in his 4th year, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. There goes Tucker. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. He goes down looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Now, Michael Busch. And that's outside. Ball 1. Bush with a homer in his last game. Into left center for a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. He beats it safe. And it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now Pete Crow Armstrong squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
High fly ball out to left field. Wagaman drops into the glove, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Jamison Taillon.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong moves after it. And out number 1 on the grab. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Now it's going to be Agustin Ramirez. Fastball for a strike. Taillon was a workhorse the last time out, throwing a complete game. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave them the day off.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
The batter now, Connor Norby. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong sizing this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Second inning set to go. And here comes Dansby Swanson. Ryan Weathers will get back to work. And that is out of play. Weathers fires. Right side. Sanchez hauls it in for the out.
Batting 7th, catcher Carson Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. Now one missed. Pitch misses there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
One and 2.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
2 outs, runner at first. Horner on the go. Pitch inside. And safe. It's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game. Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it, and that'll do it. Cubs lead 1. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Stowers. Tayo back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a foul ball. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 5th, first baseman, Matt Mervis.
Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Eric Wagaman in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2. And there's a ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, and that misses. And that's ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. Tattooed and gone. His 17th of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Bush stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Base knock center field.
Now batting.
Man at first. Now at the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
0-2 now. And misses inside.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Bush at first, 1 gone. Next pitch is outside.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Swanson takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Valente Beozo getting ready to go. Phillips also getting ready. Swing and a chopper out to short, and that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Otto Lopez.
And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
On the ground to the left, and it stays fair.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
At the plate, Liam Hicks. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Next pitch way upstairs. Good job to fight that one off. That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Next one just misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now Javier Sanoja looking for better results than last night. He went 0 for 4. Inside, and it's 1-0. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second, and it is 2-1. Just missed. On the ground, Shaw. The throw wide at first, and both runners are safe.
Now batting, right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
So the lineup flips over, and here is Jesus Sanchez. And there's a foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. Base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Now it's the DH, Agustin Ramirez. Struck out swinging his first time.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run.
This to third. Off balance feet. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Valente Beozo.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Fouled off left side. That one
No,
outside,
that's a ball.
and it's 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
On the ground to third. Can't field it cleanly. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Now batting, second baseman.
Man at
Nico
first,
Horner.
nobody out. Here's Nico Horner. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch misses. Beozo measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Shaw stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And a foul ball. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2.
2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. Just misses with that
2
one.
strikes.
In the dirt. And the runner holds.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Here comes Kelly. He'll score.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's already homered here in this one. Base hit center field. Happ on his way home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So 2 down. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Stowers on the move. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Cubs 5 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Connor Norby. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that's downstairs and outside.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Tyone winds and deals. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins.
First baseman.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Nice stop. There's 1.
Got him.
What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Cubs 5 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Beozo back to work. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that one is inside. Right side, Lopez sends it to first, so they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Now batting, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one hammered, but pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. And that's a double.
All over that one right there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pulls that one foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Now batting,
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 2. He's trying for third. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Crow Armstrong at third with 2 away. That one hammered center field back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 1 left for the Cubs as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now the left fielder,
Marlins,
Eric Wagaman.
Left fielder, number 33.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one misses, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the catch for the out. Next to hit, Otto
Up next
Lopez.
for the Marlins, second baseman, Otto.
Right through there
Lopez.
for a strike. The Cubbies leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty.
Quickly in an 0-2
ball,
count,
2
you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ball. 1 and 2.
That
2-2.
one not close. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That
3
one
ball,
misses.
2 strikes.
Full count now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout.
Now
You can't be mad at
batting.
yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Liam Hicks.
Foul ball there. In for a strike. 0-2.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
And that's too high.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. It's 5-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting.
Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Runner.
First offering, runner goes.
Strike.
Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Late backer preparing to come on if needed. Enriquez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Horner at second with nobody out. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
So the batting order turns over, and now Ian Happ. That to right. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play, but man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja.
Javier Sanoja.
And first offering is fouled off. That catches the corner.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was some fun at bat to watch.
Sanchez at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, number 50.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the Marlins DH, Agustin Ramirez. Line to left. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So runner at second, 2 down. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there. Two outs. That's hard hit on the line. Tucker makes the play, and that ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Cubs 5 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Late backer.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Tucker in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And another ball.
No strike.
And there's the automatic. Fastball for a strike.
3-2.
And he grounds one back up the middle. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 in this one. Ouch.
Yep, that got him. Take your base.
That's a scary one when it's riding up above the letters. Looked to me like he just tried to overthrow the fastball a little bit.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. Ripped to third. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he
No ball.
really
One
sells the
strike.
changeup with that arm action.
Two on, one out.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Liner, base hit. Suzuki around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. It's 6-0.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Swanson digs in. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just off the outside edge.
One
And
and
the
one.
count even 1-1. The shortstop takes
One
the
strike.
ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over
3
the
balls,
plate,
1 strike.
it's going to bring in some runs.
The 3-1. Runner on the go.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. Safe at
balls.
second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. And that'll
That's
load the
4. Take your base.
bases.
Now batting, catcher, Carson Kelly.
And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in.
Line drive, base hit, 1 run is in. Throw into third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Lake Backer won't go any further tonight, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
A new
for
arm into the
Marlins.
game, the righty, Ronnie
Number
Enriquez.
32.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
1 away, runners at second and third. And next for the Cubs, Nico Horner. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now a chance for Matt Shaw. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Touches down. That's a hit. Horner flies around third. He will score, and that keeps him from advancing past second.
Now
Stringing them
batting,
together,
left
that's
fielder,
3 hits in a
Ian
row.
Happ.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So, man aboard. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. Swings through that one out in front that time. And now the 0-1. And Ian swings through it.
He's clearly out there
0-2.
throwing pitchers pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
And that one is inside ball 1. Man at second. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2. Runner at second here, one gone. And now it's filled up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk.
Now
very gritty.
Right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Shaw on second. Happ at first. One gone. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that's in the dirt. And the count 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
The big 6 spot already on the board this inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Missed with a changeup, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that's smooth the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Swing and a foul straight back. Fought off foul. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And they'll do it again. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Cubs 11 and the Marlins nothing. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Vidal Brujan.
So coming into the game now on defense, Miguel Amaya. He takes over behind the plate.
Number 9, Miguel Amaya.
Also into the ball game, John Birdie. He's in at shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 5, John Birdie.
0-1. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Mervis up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low. And that one fouled off. And that misses. 2-1. And that's in for a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. That's all for Jameson Taillon. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Julian Merriweather. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Next to hit, Eric Wagaman. There's a swing and a miss. Merriweather in his 6th season, 33 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
2 outs. That misses. Now 1 and 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Marlins leave 1. They trail in this one 11-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Enriquez back to work. That one the other way. And foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Stays alive. And 1 and 2.
2 strike.
And there's a ball. Line drive, makes the grab, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Vidal Brujan, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up. The Cubs up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. And he hits a ground ball right side, steps on first for the out. John Birdie at the plate, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. In the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 11 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. Check swing, and that's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 and 2.
Ground ball left side. In time to Bush. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Sanoha now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So digging in, Jesus Sanchez. And that clips the inside corner.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 11 and the Marlins nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Calvin Fauché, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. And now it's Miguel Amaya. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. That clips the corner. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Declan Cronin up and throwing. Phillips warming up as well. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. So up next, Nico Horner. He swings, floats it into left. And foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit right field. So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground to short, and it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Couple of singles back to back. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Way inside. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Two on, 1 out. That one fouled off. 2-2. On the ground, could be 2. Slings to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 11 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, all set for the bottom of the ninth. And now here's the Marlins DH, Agustin Ramirez. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And the batter now, Connor Norby. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ripped on a line. That's a hit. The throw into second. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Stowers. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Ramirez, the lead runner out at second. Norby at first with no outs.
1-1.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Line drive. Horner. The flip to second. On to Bush. It's a double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores. So a man at first. And up next for Miami, Eric Wagaman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That's in for a strike. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner around second. And he's got a double. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. Ground ball, and this should do it. Birdie. In there safely. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and it's 11-2.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
Hicks now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. It's now 11-3. So first and second with 2 outs. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lopez around third. He'll score. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cubs have won 10 in a row.
So they break into another level with this win streak at 10 now. I think the key is to maintain the focus, because you can have this motivation to get to double digits and then have a letdown. They've got to try to just put out all the distractions, turn off the sports highlights, and come back out here and play baseball the way they've been doing it in the next game.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.